If you're still listening to your favorite albums on a cheap Suitcase record player, you're actually destroying your vinyl. Today, we're looking at the 5 best turntables that will save your records and sound incredible. 1x1 high fidelity belt drive turntable. Right out of the box, this thing does not look or feel like a toy. It features a heavy, solid wood cabinet with a gorgeous walnut finish and a solid aluminum platter. It weighs roughly 13 pounds, which in the vinyl world is a huge plus, because mass helps absorb the vibrations that make needles skip. But the real magic is right here on the tone arm. Unlike cheap Suitcase players that use a heavy plastic arm with a ceramic needle, 1x1 actually put real hi-fi components on this deck. First, you get a genuine Audio-Technica diamond tip cartridge. Micro grooves of your vinyl cleanly. Second, look at the back of the arm. You get an adjustable counterweight and an anti-skate dial. This is a massive feature for a starter table. It allows you to perfectly calibrate the weight, so the needle gently glides through your music, instead of digging a ditch into your expensive records. The Annesburg turntable's wood grain finish, slowly panning to the distinctive vintage speaker grille on the front. Cut to you in your studio setup. First things first, let's talk about the design. This thing is an absolute looker. It features a rich wood grain wrap that gives it a warm, mid-century modern vibe, paired with a massive, stylized front grille that houses the built-in stereo speakers. It comes with a clear, removable dust cover to keep your vinyl pristine, and the platter setup supports multiple playback speeds, meaning whether you're spinning standard 12-inch LPs or older 45s. This deck handles them easily. The controls are incredibly simple, keeping the top interface clutter-free. You get a clean dial to switch between vinyl mode and wireless mode, making it exceptionally user-friendly for beginners. Right out of the box, the SoulBox S1 feels surprisingly substantial. It has a heavy MDF cabinet wrapped in a beautiful walnut effect with grain finish. That weight isn't just what looks mass, keeps the player stable, and dampens motor vibrations. But what immediately catches your eye is this 10-inch S-shaped tone arm. Most budget turntables use a straight, cheap plastic arm. This S-shape is engineered based on classic mechanical principles to naturally compensate for angular tracking error as the needle moves inward across the record. Even better, it features an adjustable counterweight and a physical anti-skating knob. This means you can calibrate the exact tracking force, which defaults around 3.5 grams, ensuring the needle rides cleanly in the grooves without wearing down your expensive collection. Up at the front of the tone arm, they didn't skimp on the needle either. You get a genuine pre-mounted Audio-Technica at 3600L moving magnet cartridge. This is the absolute gold standard for reliable, entry-level high-fidelity audio. Principles to naturally compensate for angular tracking error as the needle moves inward across the record. Even better, it features an adjustable counterweight and a physical anti-skating knob. This means you can calibrate the exact tracking force, which defaults around 3.5 grams, ensuring the needle rides cleanly in the grooves without wearing down your expensive collection. Up at the front of the tone arm, they didn't skimp on the needle either. You get a genuine pre-mounted Audio-Technica at 3600L moving magnet cartridge. This is the absolute gold standard for reliable, entry-level high-fidelity audio. The Angel's Horn turntable effortlessly bridges the gap between premium, luxury design, and genuine high-fidelity performance. It strips away all the ugly plastic of budget tables and gives you an absolute showstopper of a centerpiece that sounds phenomenal and treats your record collection with the respect it deserves. Drop the cueing lever down smoothly. Transition to 5 to 10 seconds of high-fidelity B-roll with crisp audio. Then show the back panel, flipping the phono/line switch and showing the RCA ports. Next up is the tone arm assembly, which is where your records are either saved or ruined. Angel's Horn built this with a static balance straight tone arm featuring an adjustable counterweight and an anti-skating mechanism. This is a Victrola Journey Bluetooth portable Suitcase record player. It is consistently one of the most popular, affordable, and giftable turntables on the planet. Close up of the front-facing speaker grills. Show yourself dropping the needle for a quick sound sample, then switching the dial to show how it interacts with your smartphone. Now, let's be totally honest. These tiny built-in speakers aren't going to give you booming, room-shaking bass, but they do deliver that distinct, nostalgic, lo-fi vinyl texture that people love for casual listening. If you do want a bigger sound, you can easily use the RCA outputs on the back to hook it up to a larger pair of power computer speakers.